Before we unravel the breathtaking, unscripted moment that has left an entire continent gasping for air and fans screaming across the globe, make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notification bell. Because what you're about to witness is not just another celebrity surprise. It's a love story unfolding live in front of the cameras, and we have every emotionally charged second covered. It began like any normal filming day. The dusty wind swept across the sprawling outdoor set, carefully constructed to resemble an ancient palace. Grand stone courtyards, high arched gates, and the distant sound of swords clashing as extras rehearsed their choreography for the next battle scene. The production crew buzzed with intensity, making final preparations as Sukai stepped onto the set in full costume. He was majestic. His robe flowed like a royal banner. His hair pulled back into a warrior's knot. Sweat clung to his temples from hours of retakes under the sweltering sun, but his eyes burned with focus. He had entered the zone, completely absorbed in the fierce emotions of the scene. What he didn't know was that someone was walking quietly toward him, holding a secret that would turn this entire shoot into a moment the world would never forget. From the shadows beyond the camera line, SONGYUN appeared. She was unannounced. No makeup artist trailing behind her. No stylist. No manager. Just her, dressed in a soft, oversized cardigan, denim jeans, and white sneakers, holding a small white lunchbox. Her hair was tied in a loose ponytail. Her expression shy but filled with love. The moment she stepped onto the edge of the set, someone on the crew gasped. A mic operator whispered her name, but by then, the ripple had already started. Cameras turned. Heads turned. The director froze mid-instruction. But the only person who hadn't noticed yet was Sukai. He was mid-dialogue, voice echoing through the open air, eyes focused on the co-actor in front of him. But something shifted. The crowd had gone too silent. The energy behind the lens changed. And then, like a magnetic pull he couldn't resist, Sukai turned his head. And he saw her. Up. The warrior crumbled. His stern face cracked into shock. His lips parted slightly. And then, the expression that followed was so raw, so tender, so vulnerable, it nearly brought the entire crew to tears. SONGYUN smiled and walked toward him, slowly, purposefully, as if the whole world had disappeared except for him. Sukai couldn't move. His sword dropped slightly. His breath hitched. His co-actor stepped back, giving him space, understanding that something real was happening. And then, just a few feet away, she said softly, "I heard you haven't been eating properly." He blinked. His throat tightened. And all he could whisper back was, "You came." That's when it happened. She stepped forward, reached up with one hand, and gently placed it on his cheek. Sukai leaned into her touch like a man who had just come home from war. And then, without warning, she kissed him. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't for show. It wasn't even on the lips. A soft, delicate kiss just near the corner of his mouth. Intimate. Honest. The kind of kiss that says, "You're mine. I'm here. Missed you." The crew gasped. One assistant director dropped his clipboard. The boom mic wobbled slightly. Sukai's eyes fluttered closed. And then he laughed. A low, emotional laugh filled with disbelief. He pulled her into a hug that lasted longer than any scene. His hand pressed gently against her back as he whispered something only she could hear. But a camera nearby picked up the lip movement. "Fans are certain," he said. "You always know when I need you the most." The moment was not part of the script. It wasn't staged. It wasn't planned by PR. It was two souls colliding in a moment of real human connection. And the world happened to be watching. She handed him the lunchbox. He opened it with shaking fingers. Inside, fried rice, pickled radish, and the lotus soup he loved during their first drama shoot years ago. A handwritten note was tucked beneath the lid. "Eat well. Stay strong. You're not alone." By now, Sukai was fully emotional. His eyes shimmered. He turned to the director and asked for a 5-minute break. Not to rest but to breathe. As he sat beneath a tree on the edge of the set, SONGYUN sat beside him. She didn't speak. She just reached for his hand and laced her fingers with his. Cameras kept rolling silently. This wasn't a scene. This was real life. Fans around the world are now calling this moment the kiss that wasn't for the camera but captured every heart. Within minutes, hashtag Sukai SONGYUN trended on Weibo, Twitter and Instagram. Fans wrote, "That wasn't acting. That was love. His face when he saw her. I've never seen him look at anyone like that. Please someone protect this couple. They are everything." Even celebrities chimed in. Shen Yu commented, "I always knew it was her." Actor Dylan Wong reposted a behind-the-scenes clip with a caption, "That's what it looks like when someone finds their peace." And Sukai's longtime stylist posted a cryptic message. "He's always been happiest when she's around." Now, insiders are claiming this might be the beginning of something more public. For years, Sukai and SONGYUN have denied dating rumors. They've laughed it off, stayed professional, and avoided interviews that pushed too hard. But this moment, this unscripted kiss, this emotional breakdown on set, this visible vulnerability, may have just told the world everything we've been waiting to hear. No words were needed. Because when he looked at her, when he touched her hand, when he smiled into that kiss, the world saw everything. They saw love. And now, fans are demanding a documentary. A joint interview. But maybe, just maybe, this one scene was enough. Because sometimes, in the chaos of life and filming and fame, two people find a quiet moment. And in that moment the cameras roll. And something real is captured forever. Stay with us because this story is still unfolding. Will Sukai and SONGYUN finally confirm their relationship? Or will they continue to let these quiet, heart-shattering moments speak louder than any words? Either way, one thing is certain. This kiss changed everything. Just one day after the surprise kiss that shook the entire filming set, the internet has not calmed down. And neither have Sukai or SONGYUN's hearts. Sources from the set revealed that after the emotional break, Sukai didn't return to filming right away. Instead, he and SONGYUN took a quiet walk behind the studio grounds, where no cameras were allowed. But one crew member, who overheard them from a distance, shared a simple sentence that is now echoing through the hearts of millions. "I can't hide how I feel about you anymore." Yes, that's what Sukai reportedly said. And then, he held both her hands tightly and looked her in the eyes with the kind of intensity that only comes from years of silent love. SONGYUN didn't say a word at first. She simply nodded and hugged him. That hug lasted minutes. Since then, fans have noticed a shift. Sukai's mood on set has completely changed. Lighter, warmer, more peaceful. And SONGYUN. She's been spotted near the trailers daily, quietly waiting for him to finish filming. A fan account even caught a photo of Sukai leaving set holding her hand. No disguises, no fear. Just truth. And now, the question on everyone's lips. Is this finally the beginning of Sukai and SONGYUN? Not as co-stars but as a real-life couple? Because if love could speak without words, yesterday it did. And today, it's only growing louder. Drop your thoughts below. Did you cry? Did you feel that moment? What do you think Sukai whispered to her under that tree? And do you believe this is finally their time? Like, comment, subscribe, and keep watching. Because some love stories are so beautiful. The world has no choice but to pause and feel every second.